The G20 summit proved to be yet another public diplomacy triumph for Prime Minister Narendra Modi, who is demonstrating great ease on the global stage. A piece in The Guardian said he arrived in Brisbane as the political rockstar of the summit and as the man that other leaders were seeking out during their time there. Among others, Modi met German Chancellor Angela Merkel and fortunately got to discuss at a fairly early stage the issue of dropping the German language from Kendriya Vidyalayas. The PM also gave a rousing speech to 16,000 Indian expats at Sydney. In fact, Suresh Prabhu, the Minister for Railways and India's G20 Sherpa, perhaps was right when he sums up Modi's presence at G20 summit as excellent and not just talkfest as some feared would be. The leaders of the world's major economies agreed to the suggestions of Indian Premier Narendra Modi to pursue strategies that will lift the group's GDP growth by at least 2% by 2018. They also agreed to monitor and hold each other to account when it comes to implementing commitments that would be vetted by international organizations. The group will push for public and private sector investment in infrastructure and work to reduce the gender gap in workforce by 25% through adding 100 million jobs for women by 2025. Interestingly, the summit's communique even had strong language on the delay in the reform of the IMF. Thus far, the summit yielded beneficial outcomes for India, thanks to the capable shepherding of its interest by Suresh Prabhu and some pointed lobbying by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Modi spoke forcefully about the repatriation of black money, which was echoed in the communique's commitments on modernizing tax rules and exchanging tax information among countries. India's call to reduce the cost of transferring remittances was also adopted by the group, which said that it would take strong practical measures to reduce it to 5%. The G20's receptivity to India's concerns was clearly shaped by the recent India-US deal to end their impasse over trade facilitation agreement negotiated at the WTO. Perhaps, mindful of the millions watching at home, Modi reminded audiences about his ambitions, achievements and the values he hoped they would pursue. Overall, Modi's forceful speeches at G20 summit has taken India to greater heights among world community. That's for sure. News Desk, Mango News.
आप हिंदुस्तान से रात को निकलें, सुबह ऑस्ट्रेलिया पहुंच जाते हैं। लेकिन भारत के प्रधानमंत्री को यहां आने में 28 साल लगे।